the mailboxes and everything. I'm like, I ain't sitting out there dying. We got detectives. We got forensic people. I don't know if Bullhorn Jamie's out here yet. Yes, they are arrested for the murder. Let me point these vents down so it ain't blowing right at
All right, everyone. I'm
the
doing the
phone,
live for this
so
one
y'all
right
can
now
hear.
because from what I saw, they just arrested Emmanuel Haro's parents. So Jake and Rebecca have been arrested. So this is all I can see. I'm not really sure where this
Okay, the
stream is
police
coming
are
from
moving so
completely
they can
yet,
let
y'all.
other
So I'm
police
just
through,
watching
I
like y'all.
think.
So I'm going to be here in the background watching as this streams. So welcome as y'all come in.
Okay, they got more police coming through. And that one's going up to the house. No, he's turning around. He's blocking the road. Okay, so they're completely blocking the road.
Hello,
Why?
Ladybug, and hello, Tammy. If
Why
y'all
are they
can hear
doing
me,
that?
just let
Why are
me
they
know.
blocking it off that much?
Like I said, I just kind of wanted to stream this with y'all because I was kind of thinking it would be pretty quick just because of the story they were telling that they would
Are they
probably get
bringing something out that
arrested or
house?
charged or
They don't
something.
want people to see.
How's everyone doing
They're
today?
arrested. They are arrested. As you can see the corner of the house over there to the right.
I love you too, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I said I
They
probably
won't
won't
allow anybody any closer than
be doing too
this.
much on it right now. I just want to see what they're
I'm
talking
thinking
about.
they found them too. I mean, they came out this morning with SWAT, everything. So I'm pretty sure there's a reason for it.
Yes, ready for the weekend. Absolutely.
The arrest was made. What time is it now? The arrest was made about 7 o'clock LA time, which would have been East Coast time, would have been around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock this morning, East Coast, 7 o'clock this morning, LA time. Yes, they found something. They had plenty of evidence, and last night the crowds were growing and you could see people going up to the house and it was getting crazy. And I told you that cop hinted to me. He said, it'll stop when they make the arrest. And he said, I'm going to talk to him tonight. So he didn't tell me this was coming. He just kind of hinted to it that something was coming. So I told y'all it wouldn't be long and we would be here for the arrest. So they are in custody. They are being charged with the murder of Emmanuel. They were put into separate police cars, one white car, one black car, undercover police officers. They were, in unmarked cars, made the arrest along with the SWAT team. Yeah, right now we believe they're being charged with murder. So soon as PJ updates us in the chat, we will know. The neighbors are able to cross the police line and go to their house. They went and got some pizza. We got the police pulling up beside me. So they are filling this place up with police.
And wouldn't it be absolutely lovely, y'all, if we could get an arrest now in Sebastian Rogers' case? That would be beautiful. So just wanted to throw that in there.
Our phone don't die out here on us, that we don't miss anything. And trust me, guys, anything of importance, I'll call and show you. Right now, police are just in the house. They have the roads blocked completely. We're even blocked in.
Were you here when it went down?
No, I missed it by just a little bit.
Oh, shit.
I actually was riding you in the city, so I drove out about an hour just into the mountains and stuff, looking around. And then I got a call from Pete. They said they're at the house, right in the house right now. So I turned around, did like a 90, but I was an hour away. I made it in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was whipping.
Right.
I know.
It
We
was
made
traffic.
it down here in 15 minutes.
You got here in 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Y'all were
After I got you.
So y'all got the hats too, so now I don't feel so bad.
This is your hat, though.
That's
The turtle.
That's the turtle. Okay.
Mike's like, that's Jim's turtle hat.
But you, good news, you guys, we know this coming, right?
We almost
We were
got
gonna spend the night. We were gonna go back. Yeah, because he had a feeling. He's like,
We got home and we talked about it. I'm like, hey, maybe we should spend the night because
You have a better feeling than me, because when I woke up this morning, I was like, it's hot, ain't nothing gonna happen. Let me go view this countryside. I started just driving, and then I hit the phone. Pizza is like, you know what's going on? I was like, no, there's like SWAT's kicking in the door right now. I was like, shit, I'm an hour away.
which way did you go? That way?
I went towards LA.
oh,
Okay. So
I was in
y'all from Fontana
where was I at? I can't tell you.
on the 10? Were you on the 10?
I got on
this one right here.
yeah, I was on the 10, but then I got on something else.
60.
60. I think.
Oh, so you were in Mobile, in the valley.
Yeah, I was pretty good ways, about an hour from here.
Thank you so much.
Good job,
Really
guys.
fast.
Thank you so much. And OTT, he fainted or what?
Yes, yes.
He went straight down on his head?
On his head. Right?
Because I seen him walk to
You
the
can't
car.
even go to the hospital.
Where's
Yeah. I don't know. He may have left, but he was.
that's his car right there?
Oh, is that it?
I think that's
They
his
did.
car.
They didn't take him in the ambulance. That's for sure.
We have water coming in there.
If y'all need some water, there's some water in that cooler.
Yeah. So they have the syringe. They have forensics. That's forensics in that white truck.
Oh, they're going to comb through that fucking shit.
I wanted it to happen before my birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, happy
You said that
birthday.
last night.
Yeah, I was like, long as it happens before my birthday, so I'm not there on my birthday. I'm good.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes,
They got that house surrounded.
yes.
They're in the field right there. They're in the field over there. You don't want to get food.
I think they may be doing some digging. Because when people called me, she said they showed up with put a backhoe.
Oh, really?
That's what she said, but I haven't seen no backhoe unless it's in the back.
It might be. They took pretty far back there, too.
Oh, and so when our granddad's birthday tomorrow, we were like, shit's gotta come down before we leave. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. so much.
Plenty of water. We got some good job,
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are heroes. Hope you're gonna survive.
All right, we got the helicopters above. The police are in the house still with forensics. There's rumors that they may have found about the baby, but we're not positive of that. So let me give my warnings. Dolly Vision's for entertainment purposes only. We talk news, rumors, gossip, speculation, theories mixed with a little bit of comedy and chaos. So don't take nothing here as fact. It's just my opinion, people. Everyone is innocent to proven guilty in a court of law. And the biggest one of them all, do not try to be Dolly in the desert, okay? Do not try to be Dolly in the desert. And we don't have to worry about them ever hurting another baby. So celebrations today, tilt your glass a little bit higher. And thank God we got some answers finally. Now justice will be served. Yes. This is the beginning of justice right here. Thank you for your donations, guys. It helps me when I'm on the road. And you know I'm 3,000 miles from home. And but we got what we came for. Justice for Emmanuel Haro. And the whole community is coming out. There's people surrounding my whole car all the way around, a big circle.
This is Dolly.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, how's it going?
All right.
I'm Rick the Takeout.
Nice to meet you, Rick.
Yeah. Have you got out here like while it was happening or?
Well, I got out here shortly after the arrest was made.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. As soon as I got the call that they were here arresting them, I shot out here. So
Did you see them being taken away or were they already gone?
they're already gone. Yeah. But it's a good day.
It's a good day. Beautiful day.
Yeah, everyone's seen it. I mean, it's sad news, but
It is sad.
Well, I think everybody thought this was coming anyway.
right, like
Right?
you know.
The vibe was there.
Yeah.
Can I grab a water?
Yeah, grab whatever.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, if y'all want water, there's water in that cooler. Hey, when you grab one, put one back. Rotate it, yeah.
Could I ask you to do some questions to a quick phone interview?
Yeah. Yeah, let me change this crazy hat I'm wearing. Hold on, I gotta do an interview with the news.
But it might be in the back, you know what I mean?
I was trying to go down the backside, but they got the concrete there one in the back road.
So you've been like following this, right? Like everybody else. Let me put this here. Let's have you. Looks like. All right. What's your name?
My name is Jimmy. I'm on a YouTube channel called Donald Vision on YouTube.
So you've been like a lot of people in the community. I know that people have been posting about this, talking about this, so worried about the baby.
I'm curious, Shady B, is there a reason that you think the mom might have given up information, or is that just like a feeling that you get? And yes, it is very hot, Tammy. It is hot over here too. We had to do a dental surgery this morning for Connor, and it was hot as hell when we were leaving, just getting back.
I've been here for the last 3 days as all this stuff has been unfolding.
I think they're in were they in Southern California, these two? I think they were.
What do you make of the fact that that it's kind of taken this long? A lot of people
Kind of curious.
why hasn't this happened already? But
Well, I mean, I've following this crime the last 4 years. That sometimes these investigations take a little bit of time. got to be a little patient.
Kind of want to scroll back to the beginning of it and see if, do y'all want to scroll back to the beginning of the live and see if we see anything from when they first showed up?
So just like
Because this is more further into it.
one chance at it, and they want to get it right. And I'm sure, I'm hoping to God that they got it right, and these people will never hurt another baby.
Yeah, I definitely think the black eyes that she has was something that came from, was rather like right around the time that something happened with the baby, or was something that happened during his disappearance. Like, because when I saw her black eyes when she was on the news, I thought that. I was like, I bet you that he's the one that punched her in the eye. And plus, it looked kind of healed already. Yeah, I definitely thought it was from
I had to do
from
an
the
interview
dad.
with the local news.
And it looks like she has two black eyes. Like one looks like a week older than the other.
Did y'all hear the interview? Let's go, Dolly. Well, y'all sub up. My birthday is in tomorrow. So if you're watching out there,
My
give Dolly a
birthday's Sunday.
present, sub up the channel, ring the bell for
Happy birthday,
notifications.
everybody.
And it is a hot one today, boy. It is totally hot. Yes, y'all could hear it. Amazing job. Thank you.
So I heard you saying thank you to the deputies. How are you doing today knowing that they arrested?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they always do that. If you tell, then we'll give you a lesser sentence or lesser charges or whatever. But yeah, definitely when I saw her eyes, you could tell one black eye was older than the other, and the other one looked like it was already starting to heal.
77.1. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, well, even during the interview, you could see where he wouldn't let her hand go, and he was watching her the whole time, like every single movement and sound she made. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm in the car now. I'm in the car going off. Trust me. I got the AC on high.
Thank you.
77.4. Cool. Let's see if we can hit 78,000 today. Would be great. Justice for Emmanuel Haro is coming.
And this is Dolly Visions Live, y'all. As y'all come in, if y'all want to
Slow
go ahead and
chat,
subscribe to
please.
them.
Happy birthday tomorrow, Dolly. Yes.
Yes, and happy birthday
77.6.
to the
Okay,
Virgos.
we're almost at that 78. Did the homie go to the hospital? No, I don't think he did. I don't see him out here anymore. He probably went to cool off. I mean, you got to remember when you're taking meds and he's going through chemo.
Yeah, let's rewind it. I agree. I want to see the very beginning.
That's why I like.
So 1 second, y'all. We're going to hop to the front. And thank y'all for the birthday wishes. I'm excited. Andrew's is Saturday, so we're going to have a really fun birthday week. So let me see. We'll start it here.
They had the SWAT team out here. They're digging. They have them in custody. As you can see the police on the scene right now. Make sure y'all like this video as you come in. They are arrested. Yes, the police are there. They have them in custody. They're still, I believe, searching for the body. They had, from what I understand, people are saying they had a backhoe out here. They're digging and searching. You see the media. There's the dude on the terror.
Yes, it is Orson and Orrin vibes all over again. That's very true.
He's out there.
Didn't they get arrested too? The foster parents for the Orrin and Orson? I believe they did.
Make sure
I think
y'all
they're
like
in jail.
this video as you come in. They are in jail. There's the police line blocking the whole road off. They're at the little building right there. The police are.
I can't wait to the day that we can see this kind of thing going down and the arrest being made for the Proudfoots and the Wells. Like, it just makes me so excited for the future of them being arrested.
Jake Haro have been arrested.
Oh, so they didn't find the West body. Okay. I was curious about that because I wasn't sure if they'd ever found the bodies, but I did hear that they were arrested.
It is 8:30 here in Cali. They came in a bunch of unmarked vehicles. They're right now taking things out of the residence.
And welcome to everyone as y'all come in the
Live on the
room.
scene, you see media and people gathered.
We're watching a live stream of Dolly
Roads filled with
Vision
people.
for the arrest of the Haros for Emmanuel Haro's disappearance, their son. We're watching it. So welcome as y'all come in. Right, it's gonna remind me of Gabriel Fernandez's
They
Pearl,
keep
and I
going
don't know
in and
what
out the little
Gabriel
brick
Fernandez's
house that's to the
stepdad was
side of
named,
their
but I know
house.
Pearl had it bad when she first got in there. That's what it reminds me of.
Justice for Emmanuel. There is a prayer vigil. You can see the police coming out over here. They had them in separate vehicles, one in the white vehicle, one in the black vehicle. But they are in custody. They have been charged with the murder of Emmanuel.
So sad.
PJ, put it on subscribers only. We got a police walking down here now.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that one, Tammy. I don't know, I'm not aware of that case at all. At least that I can think of off the top of my head. But that's great. They made the arrest for his as well. So maybe we can check that out after this one. No, and he didn't look well. That's something else that I noticed that too when I was looking at that poor baby. He looked like he was just, I mean, he looks like he just laid there, like they really didn't do much with him. It definitely looks like he had shaken baby syndrome, probably more than once. And I really don't think they probably even went to get him help for it. I don't know how, like you'd have to find out later about hospital visits and how often they took the child to the doctor, things like that. But no, I think that they kept that boy kind of like the prophets did inside so that nobody would question anything. Nobody would ask them questions about him or what was wrong or things like that. Now, given, Sebastian was much older than Emmanuel, but I'm just saying that kind of, keeping them away from everybody because they know what they're doing at home with them. So yeah, you can see the pictures of the baby. He definitely looked like he had shaken baby syndrome, much like the child that Jake Haro had admitted to having child abuse charges on, which I believe also was his daughter. So, and I think that's where Rebecca and Jake's child, they had another child that I believe is a daughter. I'm pretty sure that's where she is now, is also with the first baby that he had the child abuse charges on. And I think that's with his aunt.
Closed up the area in Cabazon, and now you see that it is going on here.
Okay, so we've been seeing them come in and out the house. There they are. You see them.
This is the real story. Maybe also.
And that's the
All right,
Noel
make sure
case,
y'all like
correct,
the
Tammy?
video, guys. We only got 500 likes. Let's get it up. Look, they're going into the barn. They're going into the barn area of the house. The shed. We're out here live on the scene. Dolly Vision. Make sure you sub up. PJ, put it on subscribers only. And they're going into the barn of the house, the shed. They were taken into custody about 1 hour ago. They are being charged with the murder of Emmanuel and Emmanuel. More vehicles going in. We got detectives.
All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna pop in for a second. The internet's not working too great, and then we're gonna go back to the live. So I will kind of look into that one, Tammy, that you kind of dropped real quick for Noel, so we can kind of see more about that one because I'm not too sure about that case. I haven't heard of it yet. And then also, I did want to thank everyone as y'all come in, to watch this live stream with us of, Rebecca and Jake Haro, but they are arrested for they're saying the murder of Emmanuel Haro. I don't know if that's what the charges actually are or if they've just been arrested for his disappearance, but they have been arrested for the disappearance of Emmanuel, their son. And to my knowledge, they are saying it's murder charges. So, as y'all come in, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you like to see the live streams. We also do birth charts, tarot readings. We kind of do a lot of things on this channel. The live stream that we are watching now is Dolly Vision's live stream. So please make sure to hop over to his channel and subscribe to that channel whenever you get a chance, and give them a thumbs up because this is their live stream. They're over there at this time. So we are going to kind of watch this video as it goes, but I also do want to, agree with Shady B here. I'm glad that a lot of people are starting to come out and want to give information and want the truth and want to have awareness of what's really going on with, especially child abuse, things like that, and just what's going on with it and kind of not letting things slide through the cracks or things being hidden. So, yes, I agree. They need to be put in prison. And yeah, they do need to have done back what they've done to others in a way. So that is the issue here. So let's go ahead though and get back to the actual commentary on the live stream because this is towards the beginning.
And
I know.
a like today is a like for little Emmanuel Haro. Thank God this is over. And there will be some justice. Detectives are in the street. There's detectives inside the little unit right there. And I just seen them going into the shed. At this time, I'm not sure if his body has been found, but the arrest has been made. 2,000 of you in the chat. We don't even have 1,000 likes on this video, guys. Definitely hit the like on this video. We got some justice today. All the craziness is over. These people are going to jail. Somebody fell out. I don't know if it's heat stroke, what?
Oh my God! It's not going through. It's not going through.
911 way. On the Tita just fell out. Okay, he's up. He's up. It is hot out today. Police are helping on the scene. Okay, they got ambulances on the way. Let me get me some water. Good Lord. He fell out on the Tita. He just took a good spill. I know he Here's an ice rag. It's wet, soaked in ice. That rag is ice cold. Thank you for whoever gave me that rag yesterday.
On the back of the set.
Yeah, he just. Yeah.
No, I don't have I'm not prone to pain anymore. I mean, I'm not unprone to pain. I had pain a while, but I have to admit that
Sorry, y'all. I'm hopping in and out. I'm going to find another breaking point where we can stop and kind of chat. So I will be back in a second.
Here, that's ice cold.
oh, yeah.
I'd like it if you just sit here with me. So we can
On the gravel.
yeah, but yeah, I can sit on the dirt. I just don't want to fall.
Okay. He's up, guys. He's okay. Ooh, that was scary. Okay. So thank you to whatever viewer gave me that cool rag yesterday, and I had that cooler of ice from all you guys bringing that ice. There's the reason for everything. People are put in certain places at certain times. So that rag the guy gave me yesterday came in handy, and all that ice and water that I had in the car. But I still got to get me a water because I gave him mine. I don't want to be the next one to go down. It is so hot. You got to remember, guys, we are in the desert, and they're in the house of Emmanuel right now. Paramedics on the way. The streets are filling up with people.
Breaking the door down and we were about to come and
So, wow. Let me grab me a quick water. I don't want to be the next one to fall out here. I told you guys it's dangerously hot. Dangerously hot. They're getting them in a cool car now. Thank God.
All right, y'all. I'm going to skip around a little bit just to see if there's anything more.
Okay, he's awake. He's up. He's in the air conditioned area, San Bernardino. From my understanding, they may be digging in the back. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to be any shot. They pretty much got the whole house surrounded and blocked off, but they have already been taken into custody. They showed up early this morning, unmarked vehicles, and SWAT, and they are in custody. So the parents have been arrested for the murder. We'll know more about a press conference later today. There's supposed to be a prayer vigil here at 5 o'clock this afternoon. It is roughly about 9 in the morning, and the sun is pretty damn hot. Poor homie. Yeah, he's going to be okay, guys. Just throw a little. That all these prayers are finally answered. The lake is about 40 minutes away. Okay. Rumors are they found them, but that's just rumors right now. The arrest has been made. We are on the scene. They have the street blocked off. And we've been on top of this case since it started. So I had to come out here. I had to see this justice served. We're at 77.2. Thank you guys. Continue to sub up the channel. Let's hit 78. Let's hit 78,000. Hold on, I seen PJ. You're at 77.2. Thank you guys. The phone was pinged in Perry. Is that what people
All
are
right,
saying?
y'all. So we're going to pause here real quick and kind of just get y'all's opinions on it, weigh in a little bit if y'all would like. I'm going to keep it playing in the background just because you can kind of see what's going on. But, this is kind of what everybody was hoping for. And luckily, it came very quick in this case so far. I think the charges will stick too. So I'm not concerned about that part of it. So does anybody have any comments or anything like that that they wanted to make as far as for the arrest that has been made for Emmanuel Haro's parents? Hi, guys. Hi, Connie. So, and I just got home, so I'm sorry that I kind of like hurry up and threw the live together. We had something going on this morning, like doctor wise. So we kind of just got home just in time for this. So that's nice. I hope everyone's been having a good day so far. One second, I'm gonna check to see if there's any more like live streams. What was that? Let me see. Trying to see if there's any more like lives playing, because I know people go to these different areas and they kind of will live stream with some of these other people who are out live streaming. So I'm trying to see if there's anybody else in that area that I follow who is also live streaming in that area. But my internet is really, really glitchy and laggy, y'all. So if it's like delayed or I don't see y'all's comments right away, I apologize. But I did kind of want to pull up the video of, them being arrested. Yeah, and you could tell to Tammy from the beginning, the video of the interviews, again, kind of like the Proudfoots, the Wells, the Watts, Chris Watts. They're all very, the interviews are very, very telling in the sense that's not how people normally behave when they're in that, situation, and kind of just, with her having the black eyes. And then also, I feel like she had two black eyes in the interview. I know that everybody kind of focused on one, but it looked like she had two. So one looked a little bit more healed than the other too. So they all looked like, both black eyes looked like they were at least probably within the week to 2 week range. So, and I do feel like that's probably something that also happened around the time that something happened to Emmanuel. So I do believe the black eyes had something to do with that. And then you could notice in the interviews that Jake would hold her hand and he'd hold her and look at her the whole time while she was talking. So very much, letting him know I'm listening, kind of also like Chris Proudfoot did when Katie kind of went off on her rant about Sebastian, how she went to go drive to the school, but he was already, and then he coughs and makes her stop talking. So it's kind of like the same thing. You could see Jake watching, I believe her name was Rebecca, in their interviews. So let's see. Jake did not want them to search the house or yard either. He was not happy when they showed up. See, I don't know too much about any of that yet. If you're free and you want to hop on and join me, Tammy, I can send you the link. But no, I'm not too sure about, what's already been searched with them and, how much they've spoke. I know that they were originally speaking to the mother, and then they said once they got to a certain point in the questioning aspect of it, that she kind of backed out and she didn't want to speak anymore. So, and they were talking about the pictures they were looking at the pictures of Emmanuel from when he was a newborn baby, to the ones now of his most recent, when he went missing, and kind of like how over the time it looks like probably, they had shaken him, having the shaken baby syndrome, kind of like the first child that Jake Haro was charged with, which I believe also was his daughter, which she is now has permanent damage from what Jake did to her as far as shaken baby syndrome. So, and that was in 2023 that I believe he pled guilty. If he didn't plead guilty, he was found guilty. But Yeah. Yeah, so I just know there was a couple interviews where it was kind of, very much you could tell that something was going on between the two of them, and he was trying to kind of control the situation, and she was trying to stick with the story for Jake and Rebecca. But let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones streaming so we can kind of jump to those ones. So what is your thought, Tammy, though, on like what do you think? I mean, given we do feel, or from what we have seen, that there's possible, CA in this situation with Jake. Do you have any ideas of what possibly happened with Emmanuel to begin with, or what led to it? What led to his disappearance? Yeah, where she described the guy coming up behind her and saying "Hola." They said now one of the creators I did see where they had found footage of her at the Big Five, and it did look like she had went up to a car of someone. So I'm not sure how much that was looked into either any further to see if that actually was her, if she did stop and speak to the person in the car, and if so, who was the person in the car. I think that was recently found just like within the last 24 hours. So it'll be interesting to see that too, about the video footage from the neighboring stores of the Big Five, where she had reported that Emmanuel was kidnapped from. And her interview did remind me of another mother, but I can't remember off the top of my head which one it was. I'd have to think about it and try to pull it up. But I'm not seeing too many other streaming ones. What was the name again, Tammy, of the other? You said it was Noel? I think you said Alvarez. I'm not sure, though. Because why we're trying to get a little bit more footage for Emmanuel's. One second, y'all. I'm still just trying to find if I can maybe find a new link. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like and I agree. I feel like she's kind of more or less going with the story. I do feel like it was a majority of him. And like you said, I think that she's guilty of neglect, letting it happen, not stopping it. A lot like, kind of like Katie Prophet, because I feel like Katie Prophet in the end did help orchestrate all this, did help plan it. But in everything leading up to it, she was neglectful. She turned a blind eye to everything that was happening with Sebastian. And so, yeah, I kind of feel like this is exactly the same thing that Rebecca was doing. 1 second, though, y'all. I got to turn off I have one of my phone chat sites on for reading. So I'm going to go turn off the reading site real quick. It's beeping in the background. I'll be right back. You okay, Connie? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. No, from Texas. Okay. So we'll look into his in a second and kind of see. And you said they were recently arrested, right? Today, I think you said. Let's see. So I'm gonna hop to a different channel real quick because they're still doing like live footage kind of on this one. So 1 second, y'all. And this is gonna be like I think JLR investigate.
There with the drones.
I have 324 people watching. Get closer.
All right, sorry.
Folks, so we're live outside the Cabazon home. Look, sheriffs are there. So what happened earlier, I kind of got a glimpse of it. I was watching it while we were watching the raid at John Bolton's home. But apparently the parents have been taken out in cuffs and taken away. So at the very least, they have been arrested because they've been taken away in cuffs. Now, the question is, what are they arrested for? Big crime scene happening right now at that Cabazon home dealing with this little 7-month-old baby that we've been covering for the last week. It's been over a week and a day since the mom reported this little boy missing. And we're going to kind of see what's going on and analyze the situation here. No official word yet by mainstream media that about this parents being taken into custody, but they have, in fact, been taken into custody. Are they charged with murder? What happened here? Where is this 7-month-old baby?
Yes, it'd be interesting to know what they took them into custody with.
Outside the home.
Yeah, if you could, Tammy, I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Looks like some sort that they got the whole property taped off, which implies to me that something happened to this baby on the property. Something happened to this baby on the property here, possibly.
I agree. This was a very quick arrest, Tammy. And I'm starting to wonder, too, if it is because of all the things that we're seeing all the time on the news, again, with the cases, you know, like Lily and Jack Sullivan, against Sebastian, you know, Wayne Drake Rogers, Summer Moon, Utah Wells, all these children who nothing has happened. So people are getting pissed and they're getting sick of watching it, you know? So I would, yeah, arrest, it is murder. Okay. So yeah, it is murder. So they have enough evidence that they have arrested them for murder. So again, you know, I kind of hope, you know, Tennessee and all these other places will start taking the lead with this, because it's about time to start throwing these people in jail where they fucking belong. Especially a lot of these kids too are, you know, special needs kids, special needs children, people who are, you know, innocent, things like that. Children are innocent in general, but all these special needs children.
About what exactly happened. We muted it because they're doing a lot of talking. We're going to do our own commenting and talk about the case. Police were there. Police were there. We're talking about the case of the missing boy, Emmanuel. And this is a live scene outside. Heavy police presence. I believe it's San Bernardino and Riverside County sheriffs. And this is not good. This is not good. Not good. Not good. So we'll continue to see what's happening here. Parents taken into custody this morning. I think they've had enough. Law enforcement has had enough. Parents have been going back and forth at the home. They were there. Apparently, the parents were there, and that's where they got picked up.
The world has had
we'll see
enough.
what's going on here.
The world has had
This
enough
is
of
live.
this.
This is actually live at this location here in Cabazon, right off the I-10. Parents, all the microscope was on the parents. No one believed the parents' story, right? No one believed about this kidnapping. Most of America, we called it out right away. We didn't fool our viewers. We didn't say, oh yeah, help find this poor baby as if he was kidnapped. We knew right from the rip the parents were lying. Authorities felt that. Then they got an attorney,
like the
Vincent
prophet.
Hughes, this attorney. Vincent Hughes, their attorney, saying that they cooperated and whatnot. And here we are. Crime scene set up outside the home. Hopefully we'll get some more footage, more understanding as this is happening in real time. Fluid situation going on. But apparently the parents have been arrested. Great news there. We just don't know for what. We just don't know.
Yeah, they have the Seven of
what?
Pentacles, Tammy, in reverse for
Crime scene.
where they put him. So we all know
Crime
that's
scene.
like digging ground.
Parents have apparently been arrested.
And it's usually going to be on your property with the Seven of Pentacles.
Jake and Rebecca apparently been arrested. Are they charged with murder? What are they charged with? Lying to authorities, covering up a crime. No one believed the kidnapping hoax. No one believed it. So we're going to sit here and see what's going on and wait. So we're gonna follow this through and then see if I'm monitoring San Bernardino's social media page to see if they actually put out a confirmation or a confirmation from law enforcement or a media outlet. I know for a fact they were put in that vehicle and taken out. I've seen the footage.
Child endangerment. Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Reports: Jake and Rebecca O'Hara got arrested.
For
The lies caught up to them, apparently.
child endangerment and murder.
At the very least, this is live, and there's some sort of police activity outside of the home with crime scene tape set up. Not good. Many people felt like Emmanuel never ever made it to that football event. Now keep your comments coming. Rainbow Rabbit Hole says justice for Emmanuel. Justice for Emmanuel, 100%. Charlie, what did they find with the dogs? Great question. Great question.
Yeah, and just to stop on that and comment on or make a comment in reference to yours, Tammy, about, you don't understand why these monsters cannot take care or handle these special needs children, then go get help. Exactly. Go get help. There's tons of places around you. There's tons of resources. I mean, there's usually a state number that you can call to get resources, to have somebody so that you can have respite, so that you can have time to yourself, have people come help you, to help teach you how to not only take care of yourself so that you can handle these situations better, but to take care of your children and their needs better so that you can work with them and learn their needs and what they do and don't need, because every child is different, especially when you're looking at autism spectrums or any type of diagnosis. They're pretty much all different levels. So I think with my kids, I have a son who just graduated high school. He's autistic, and he's turning 18 on the 29th. So, but as far as his whole life, I've always went for help and guidance and support. So I've always had that there. So that was great for me. If I didn't have that, I don't really know what my life would have been like. So I really much very encourage anybody, if you are just, have a kid who's just diagnosed, or someone who has a child who's diagnosed and they just don't know what to do, you know, kind of help them find some support and things like that, because it's out there, you know, and you're not alone. Everybody has these feelings when, you know, your children are diagnosed. So it's best to kind of reach out, ask for help, and then you can kind of see where to go from there. But, you know, if like Tammy's saying, if they feel like they cannot handle that, there's plenty of people that you can reach out to that will help you get your kid into a situation if you feel you cannot handle that situation. But this is not the other option. This is not the other best option. So we have to stop this. We have to start calling it out when we see it, and it's not okay. So, you know, I just kind of want to bring that up too, because Tammy did say that. So I think it's very important to make that known and bring that forward.
You know, the way he does his reports and stuff like that. He's been covering this case pretty much from day one. He's been out there. He actually interviewed the grandmother, and he's been going to all these key locations, got footage next door, got going around asking about footage and whatnot. So we don't have any official statement. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this up here. You keep putting information up. Breaking news, parents of missing baby Emmanuel have been taken into custody. Says custody after police search home. Cabazon. Authorities reportedly busted down the gate at the Haro residence. At the residence Friday morning, conducting a search, and took Rebecca and Jake, the parents, into custody. Emmanuel has been reported missing on August 14th in Yucaipa after his mother, Rebecca, claimed he was kidnapped when she was assaulted in the Big Five parking lot. We all know that was a lie.
And I do think he was gone before August 14th.
Authorities are putting up crime scene tape after the couple was taken into custody, according to Russ Jade Media, who's on the scene and live streaming on TikTok. A detective on the case allegedly told the reporter things aren't good and that it's now up to the courts. A CSI truck is reportedly on the scene. Whoa. All right, we got another clip here. We're going to show you some footage of this like raid that happened.
Cat just flew through their wooden fence, and this is the scene now. Again, we are here. Jake and Rebecca Haro did get arrested, and they are in the back of these cars right here. These unmarked cars.
Hold on, they're searching this house now. They're searching the house where the girl came out and changed, the sister. They're searching the house where they're over here in this red house. Oh my God. Everybody, we got it. Everybody, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. We got it. Thank you guys for hanging out the other day. Sorry we didn't go live or anything, because we literally had we literally got banned. So here we are now, and we got it. Right here, that front white vehicle right here, not the one off to the side, and then the black one over there, that's where Jake and Rebecca are in. They got the parents. I think they're searching for the baby. They looked into the shed. There was nothing. Hi guys, are you guys recording? Yeah. Hi guys, are you guys recording? Yeah.
All right, so that information is out there too. They have been arrested. It's actually a photograph of Jake being taken into custody, handcuffed. That's out there circulating. They have been arrested. Now, we saw about all this craziness with the fire and everything like that. By the way, they're looking for someone out there for that fire. We'll see if on the Tira. I have a photograph here too of Jake being taken away in cuffs with his hands behind his back. So we know that. Just the question is, who's going to be charged with what? What type of charges should the family get? Murder? I would think so. Crime scene tape? This was all expected.
Pretty sure we already know it is endangerment and murder charges.
All
If
right,
I'm wrong,
according
I apologize, but
to
I'm pretty sure that's
News,
what they said.
who reported, I'll read this. San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office confirmed an active operation is underway at the home of missing baby Emmanuel Haro this morning. The house is located on Ramona Street in Cabazon. News 3 has a crew on the scene, and they will bring you updates as it unfolds. All right, so we have that aspect there. So definitely a operation going on. Definitely an operation going on at the home of Rebecca and Jake Haro. Taken in custody. Will they find this little boy? Is this little boy at the home? Are they going to find the little boy's remains? And I don't want to be graphic, but hey, we have to be real here. Doesn't appear.
Yeah, I agree,
boy,
Tammy. A lot of times these people don't go for help because they've
He's
already
alive.
started the process of the abuse or
It
neglect.
just doesn't appear
And
the
so that's
little
why they
boy's
don't go
alive.
looking for the help because it's already obvious. So
Now,
I do agree
Jake
with you 100% there, Tammy.
had 2 court hearings
And
scheduled
then, yeah,
for September 2nd for his probation and September
sorry, I
9th.
muted the wrong thing.
for the
Yeah, I had seen
restraining
a lot of
order
fire in the
his
reading, but I
ex
didn't
filed
know that
against
they
him,
had
but I don't think he'll be
the
going
neighbor's house. I
to
think it
those
said
court
it's the
hearings.
house that had caught fire. So I'm going to
null and void it with the
try to
probation
look into this one a
violation
little bit
because
more
he's
too and see
already,
about
well,
the
I mean, I guess
fire.
you'll have to still go through the process.
I wonder what that had to do with the neighbor's house.
I guess they'll have to still go through the process. What are the charges? What exactly are the charges here? We're waiting to get an update. ABC 7 also pointed out authorities conduct operation at Haro's family Cabazon home. Few details were immediately available. About the operations, which was confirmed to ABC by a spokesperson for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. The spokesperson did not specify which agency or agencies were involved in the law enforcement activity at the home Friday morning. So we don't know exactly what type of operation is being conducted at the home at this time. Rebecca and Jake Haro arrested. Where is baby Emmanuel? Where is this little baby? What happened to this little baby boy? This gives you the general neighborhood here as we try to learn more exactly what is up. Find out more key details. What brought them back out to the home today? What brought them to the location? I think they said enough is enough.
Yeah, Tammy, and with your comment like this too, I feel like that's exactly why the Proudfoots didn't look for help when they said Sebastian was diagnosed late, because they were already mistreating him, in my opinion. So
Operation unfolding. San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies are conducting an operation at the home of Jake and Rebecca Haro. Circumstances surrounding the operation remain scarce as the investigation continues. Marked and unmarked vehicles. Also believe that the dogs are at the scene too. Both parents have been arrested. We know that. We're waiting for official, like a press conference. If we get one. Might get one, might not. What happened to this little boy? The question is, what happened to this little boy, Emmanuel?
Cat just flew through their wooden fence, and this is the scene now. Again, we are here. Jake and Rebecca Haro did get arrested, and they are in the back of these cars right here. These unmarked cars.
Hold on, they're searching this house now. They're searching the house where the girl came out and changed, the sister. They're searching the house where they're over here in this red house. Oh my God. Everybody, we got it. Everybody, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. We got it. Thank you guys for hanging out the other day. Sorry we didn't go live or anything because we literally had we literally got banned. So here we are now, and we got it. Right here, that front white vehicle right here, not the one off to the side, and then the black one over there. That's where Jake and Rebecca are in. They got the parents. I think they're searching for the baby. They looked into the shed. There was nothing. Oh, hi guys. Are you guys recording? Yeah. Hi guys. Are you guys recording? Yeah.
All right. So that was the scene earlier with them being arrested. Apparently, people were there at the time of the arrest. Let's see if a chopper is en route. Hold on. Might have an ABC chopper. Might have a chopper en route, possibly. We're gonna see if we can get a chopper feed up there. What's going on? ABC said they're sending crews to the scene. Aerial footage. SF Investigates, who's also doing a phenomenal job. Chopper en route. It appears a chopper is en route. A chopper from Los Angeles is en route right now. We might get some aerial footage here shortly. Looks like a chopper is en route. We have a chopper up in the sky en route, going to the Cabazon home. It appears it started out in Los Angeles. It's looks like it's moving. I believe this chopper is going to the scene. Of this. You know, did the parents not expect this was going? I mean, come on. No one bought their story at all. No one bought their bag of BS and their craziness with the situation. Nobody bought it.
I'd have to say no one buys the profits or the Wells bullshit. So can we get this arrest started for them too? Because nobody buys their bullshit. Have it from day one.
Parents have been arrested. For people who are coming into the chat.
Now, my dad dropped in and said it was child endangerment and murder charges. So
The videos are starting to trickle out exactly what happened here.
We'll see when it comes out completely if that's the exact charges.
Operation is underway. Operation is underway. An operation is underway at the Cabazon home. Will they find?
Isn't that though, Tammy? It's so sad that the Proudfoots were literally trained by the United States of America to pull the shit off the way they did. And that's literally where they got their training from and how they pulled it off. So that's even like more heartbreaking when you think about it. They were supposed to serve our country, protect everyone, but they used the things that they were taught against their own son to make him disappear. Just like CP said. He was a ninja and he finally pulled it off, right? But no, actually they used their training to finally pull it off. So it's very sad, you know, when you look at it that way, what they did, how they used their military or, you know, whatever it was training that they were in, whatever part of the branch that they were in. But that's even more, if they get money, I feel like that they should have their money taken away from them. You know what I mean? Like until they tell us where Sebastian is, no checks for y'all, if they're getting any. Because I don't want my taxpayer money or my tax money going to the Proudfoots or people like that. Let's see what they're talking about back here, guys.
Apparently, authorities are there, detectives. You know, there was some crazy stuff happening last night in that general area. Monitoring a chopper too that's in Banning. You know, there's a Is the body on the property? Is the body on the property? We are reporting live. Parents arrested. Live at the home of Jake and Rebecca Haro. Oh, now they got two choppers above the sky.
Yeah, I agree again.
Two choppers above the sky. Where do they come
The
from?
PF,
Los Angeles.
the PFs used their training to make Sebastian
Los
disappear.
Angeles.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if they come up with anything more on here, y'all. If not, like if stuff comes out, we might come back later because I'm sure they'll do like a news conference, things like that.
Lied. The parents lied.
Gosh, wouldn't this be the best birthday weekend ever, Tammy? If the Prophets get arrested this weekend too, and the Wells. Oh my gosh, it would be the best birthday ever for me.
They lied to everyone. The parents, they lied.
Yeah, and you did it for a POS man. And don't they all? Don't they always do it for a piece of shit?
It was a complete lie, folks. A complete lie. She went on national television and claimed the baby was kidnapped. It was a lie. She lied. It's going to be in big, big trouble here. Big, big trouble. We got a feed coming up here shortly. Stand by as we evaluate the situation here. Massive police operation unfolding before our eyes.
That's true, Tammy.
We're in Cabazon.
I did notice that
California,
with
the
this
home
one.
of-
I kept wondering if that was his actual dad, and then they finally came out and said it was his dad. And I was like, well, isn't that that's the first time, like you're saying, in a long time, if at all, other than the McCanns. And the only reason the McCanns, is because of the situation, what happened and how it happened and what they were doing. Again, the inappropriate things they were doing with the children on holiday, drugging the children, and then what happened to Madeline. So, but yeah, that's a very good point. Thank you for bringing that up.
Circling while police gather any type of clue or anything about Emmanuel.
Yeah, and the Wells. Good point. But yeah, that's very rare.
All right, stand by. We got something else too.
What, 3 cases in the last 7 or 8 years we've known each other that we've been able to point out? Yeah, that is pretty rare. McCann's and the Wells. Yeah, I can't think of any else off the top of my head right now. But yeah.
Justice is being done.
Which I still have a video on the McCanns I haven't
Right
released
before
yet
our
that I
eyes.
think I'm going to release soon. I started it, but I just haven't finished the very ending part of it. But I think I'll release that last McCann video.
Justice
soon.
is being done. Justice for Emmanuel.
Yeah,
Justice for Emmanuel.
thank God.
7-month-old baby. Why would the parents do this? Why would they lie? Why would they go on national TV and say that someone kidnapping when it was all a hoax? It was all BS.
Because they're neglectful child
It's not
abusers.
true. Why would they do that? Why would they go on TV and say that? This is Flight Radar 24, just to let you know, police operation. They are circling the sky right now. Above the home of Rebecca and Jake. Above the home. What are they going to find? With this situation? What are they going to find? San Bernardino County Sheriff announced the arrest of Jake and Rebecca Haro. Look at the chopper above the house. What are they going to find here? If at all, remains? Remains of Emmanuel?
Yeah. With Lily and Jack. Stepdad was all
Look and
chatty.
see if there's any footage of actually them being taken into custody. Scouring the net now.
When you put it that way, Tammy, they kind of remind me of the Proudfoots, really. The mom being all silent and the stepdad talking too much. Actually, I'm going to go give Connor an insulin shot real quick because I have to give it to him real quick because he just had his dental surgery. I'll be right back.
I'm scouring the net now with the information. Stand by. Still massive. It's becoming a circus outside the Cabazon home of Rebecca and Jake Harold. Let me see the scanner too. See if the scanner. Live back at the scene.
Other than that, they wouldn't. Was he found? We have no idea yet. Emmanuel's probably not there, but yes, that's what everyone's saying. They're collecting evidence. Please stay hydrated. Yes, ma'am. You should take the water. I have one.
A lot of people are claiming they're hot out there. By the way, it is hot.
Not confirmed. Baby is found. There are rumors that
Stay hydrated out there.
Well, the
It's starting to
thing
get
that
hot.
got
People's
me
phones are
in
starting to melt.
Katie's interview, and the very first one that we watched, Tammy, is when it's the very first interview that they do, and they haven't even started yet. They just introduced them, and Katie lets out this big wail, like automatically, and covers her mouth. Like right then, you knew something real bad happened. If you go back and watch that interview where she wails like that, it almost looks like she's gonna vomit. Like I'm saying, like it's just like she almost comes out of body. Like she knows exactly in that moment, like, oh crap, I got to put on the show. Everything's beginning now. You know what I mean? In the sense they knew this was gonna happen. They knew they were gonna have to probably give interviews for Sebastian and all that kind of stuff. So if you watch that first interview with Katie Proudfoot, right before they start the interview, she starts to like she almost like wail and covers her mouth and like kind of lets out this really deep guttural cry like sound. That's how you knew that something had happened to Sebastian and they knew about it. So, and yes, I will let Connor know. He had to have his little baby teeth pulled and then a couple cavities filled. So, but you know, with him being diabetic now, I have to make sure his insulin stays or his sugar stays where it should in the right way. So we're still getting used to that. So I will definitely give him hugs and kisses for you though and let him know that you're sending him healing energy. Yeah, you know, and it's just so sad, you know, still all these cases with these children are so sad when these parents know exactly what happened to them. They know where they are. They know what they did with them. And it's heartbreaking.
To this little baby.
Yeah, little babies. Innocent little babies. No, yeah, Connor's don't. He had about a good 1.5 inch root on his tooth, and he already had the ones growing in behind it. I'll have to show you a picture later. It was so long. I was like, oh my gosh, kid, you got the biggest baby teeth I've ever seen. Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel, Tammy. The fact that these people can get up, go about their routine every day still like nothing has happened is even more disturbing. It kind of shows you that these people, how dangerous they truly are, how unself-aware that they are in the sense that they're not going to take responsibility for anything that they ever do. Because I watched one with Peter Hyatt, and it's so true. Like even like just think about not having a special needs child. I'd imagine now both of my children are on the spectrum of some sort, things like that. So I've always, you know, probably maybe hovered over them and mothered them a little bit more than I should have, but that's just how I am. I'm an overprotective mother in that sense. So, but yeah, like, I mean, I'm so used to waking up, going to bed, everything revolves around them, you know, especially with, you know, Andrew being autistic and Connor being on a spectrum of a different sort and now having diabetes, you know, so it's kind of like, I can't imagine what it would be like to just all of a sudden change that and it's gone. So, Peter Hyatt had mentioned that in a lot of his lives about the Proudfoots, how, you know, when you are caring for someone constantly 24/7 to all of a sudden not have to do it anymore is like having the rug pulled out from under you. So it very much shows you there was no, like they were cutting off the connection to these children way before if they ever even created one. So just because, you know, some of the stuff, like how she made the comment about how she heard the thump in Sebastian's room, but she didn't get up to go see if he was okay. I mean, I don't even have to hear a thump, but I'm probably checking on my kids every 30, 20 minutes an hour, you know, probably enough to where they're like, stop, mom, leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, we're fine. We'll let you know if we need something. But just the way she would kind of very much dismiss it, how she treats him in the Roadhouse video makes me sick. Like, makes me completely sick to my stomach, the way she treats Sebastian in that Roadhouse video, knowing exactly what she was going to do with him that evening. She knew exactly what was going to happen. She planned it, in my opinion, with Chris. That's why he was supposed to be gone. That's why there's all these, you know, 3 hours phone calls, 3 hours away, 3 minutes before I called the police, you know, all these synchronicities falling into place. So you're looking at it, and all these people kind of mirror each other, you know. And yes, welcome back, Chief. And then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start playing just the audio here again in the background to see if they come up with anything we haven't heard yet.
See what I mean? Waiting for a police update about what happened to 7-month-old baby Emmanuel.
And yes, that's what bothers me even more about Sebastian's case too, and with Tammy and bringing this up and I put it on the screen, he was going to go live with his dad within, I think that May, and we're talking about February. So 2 to 3 months away, he was going to go live with his biological dad. It's like these people could just not wait. The prophets could just not wait to get their way. And this is why I keep wondering, they always make it sound like what was probably just about, maybe the abuse. And that's why CP didn't want Sebastian to be able to tell what happened because he was trying to get his daughter faith. I don't think it was that simple. I think there's more. I think there's more that we don't know, and I think it's a lot worse. And the reason I say that is because the more you're sitting here thinking about it, okay, well, if you just hit this kid with a belt and that's all you ever done, CP, you have no problem admitting that on TV while your wife sits there, who's his mother, and says absolutely nothing, like she approved it all. There's probably more that happened. You know what I mean? There's probably worse that we don't know about, and that's what they're hiding too. So a lot of times when you see these kind of cases, what you hear is only the surface. It's much worse underneath. Again, these children on the spectrum, these children who are they're such innocent. All children are innocent, but even more or less, like the ones who are just on the spectrum. I mean, they just want to, be with their loved ones, have a good time, do the things they love, and that's it. So I don't know. Yeah, and since we know now too that the people who were coming in to follow up on these CPS reports were basically telling, Sebastian that nothing was wrong. So a lot of these things that probably should have been put into the CPS reports probably aren't even there too. So you're probably only getting half of the story in the CPS reports on top of it. So I don't know. The more I think about that too, I do think that, yeah, they're and from what I heard, the CPS reports for Sebastian are bad enough. So imagine that the people who were coming out reporting on this were the ones who were kind of also helping the Proudfoots avoid this, because CP gets on a live and even says and brags how this, person who came out from CPS basically told Sebastian to stop and said hello to him and all this kind of stuff. So it makes you wonder how well he knew this person. I think they're reliable for him missing. Absolutely. I think CPS is definitely reliable for Sebastian's disappearance. And so is Ellie. So I know there's supposed to be, things coming up soon where they start doing voting and trying to get new like sheriffs and people like that in there. I would suggest if I was them, I'd really start doing the right things and trying to make some movements in the case as far as Sebastian so that you can keep your job, because I feel like they're going to completely wipe them people out. That's what they need to do. Completely wipe them out, restaff them so that we can get the help that we need in Sebastian's case also. And I'm so glad for Emmanuel's case that it happened so quickly for him and their family. Right. And same thing. Yeah. The same thing with Summer. If they would have followed through on a lot of those, Summer probably would still be here too. So, if CPS and Nellie were following through in some of these states the way they should be, a lot of these children would still be here. So let's see what they're talking about real quick, though, in the background over here.
You guys heard this morning? Did you see? Did you see? I heard that a SWAT does.
The parents being arrested. The parents have been arrested. See. Sorry, I don't know what type of video I got, girl. Anyone talking about the baby in a lake? Yes, they did, but It's not confirmed. This breaks my heart. So sad. May they rot in prison. Amen. How do you do this to a baby, let alone you own? Exactly.
Seems like
They are
detectives
in the house.
shifting
They're
through the
still,
garbage.
as you can see, look at over there.
Focused around garbage at the home. Garbage.
No. What's he saying? Hope they don't make it past the inmate intake. I wonder when the trial will be or if they will be able to get them to talk. I believe there's something in both of the homes that are taped down. I hope it's not what I think. I should have gave you the chair. Hope they don't make it past the end. Jason, is that you? I wonder when the trial will be or if they will be able to get them to talk. They might PC up. What happened to the home that caught on fire? Fully burnt. It's like 100 degrees already, huh?
Water?
Probably, yes.
More than that.
Over 100 degrees.
Yeah. Probably a doggy.
94 degrees.
Talking.
94 degrees.
Stay next to Theo.
You need shade.
Yeah, you're my neighbor. I know, she told me, she's like, I think your neighbor's out here. Yeah.
I'm sure the inmates
I
are
know, me too.
keeping up as well. My guess is probably yes. I guess we'll see.
Wait, it's 94 degrees out there, so it's hot.
Kokomo was on
You're
here.
welcome, Criminal Theory in Action. Yes, this is a lot like Baby Harmony. So we were kind of talking about that. I don't know if you were in here before, but we were talking about how this kind of mirrors a lot of, Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers, now Harmony Montgomery. So a lot of these cases, unfortunately.
Look at this. This seems like this is coming from SF Investigates. Detectives sifting through garbage at the home of Jake and Rebecca Haro. The street is blocked off, and the Scientific Investigations crime scene truck is on the scene. They're sifting through garbage, it looks like, on the corner of their house. It might be like some sort of garage or something in front of, like, that area right in front of their house there. Investigators are focused on the front. If you're facing the house, it's the front left corner of the home. If you're looking in the back of the house, it'd be the right front. And they're sifting through something up there. That's what SF, and he's a private investigator. He's out there. He's been doing work out there with the drones, getting the area. But it seems like that's what they're focusing on, right? The CSI truck is there. That's what they're focusing on right there. Right there. Garbage. What's happening here, folks? Garbage. They think Emmanuel's in the garbage there or some sort of evidence. Ugh, horrible. Viewer discretion is advised. I hope we are having an adult conversation. It's, I think we're on the consensus that the baby's dead. They're charged with murder. So this is a murder investigation. Murder investigation. They got gloves on. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Pretty crazy out there. I guess there's a big billboard. They got a big billboard in front of their house. So, I mean, the house is spread up. It's a trust. It's a trust under his family, Jake's family. This is where Rebecca and Jake have been holed up, and also they fled at one point. They came back. They left. They came back. They were hanging out at grandma's house.
Yeah, I agree. Trash was
Give
important
you a
in Sebastian's
general
case
area.
too, Tammy.
This is coming from SF
As
Investigates.
much as the
Right there,
the
the
electronical
trash.
side of everything that was out of the
Trash.
Proudfoot's house that they didn't look at
Corner of their
all. They
home.
went to Seth's house and looked through all those
Yeah,
things,
somebody said their whole house is
but they didn't
garbage.
look through the
And
Proudfoot's house
it is. I'm
until it
shocked
was
that
too
Jake
late,
was even
really.
allowed to be around children, considering he's on felony probation for willful child cruelty. We're going to keep this on and kind of just give you a perspective, because this seems like this is the focus of the investigation. This general area. This general area is where they're focusing. Great work, SF Investigates, as always. This is great work. Great work. See, while everyone is out on the street, which everyone's out there doing great work, everybody out there, man, anyone that's out there cares for this little baby. Everyone that's out there. But man, this is a different angle, perspective by SF Investigate. While everyone is there on the
Isn't
street
SF
corner,
like
he's there towards
fish
the
sticks?
left. Off the
Like randomly,
interstate.
I'm sorry, but isn't that fish sticks?
Which clearly shows
If not, I apologize, but
what's
I'm
going
pretty
on.
sure.
where they're focused. Bags. Oh, man, this is horrible. I mean, again, viewer discretion is advised. Just a bad, bad situation.
Oh, even worse. Now fish sticks has made it into this too. See, that just shows you
Mom
fish
lies,
sticks is an
reports
attention
baby
seeker,
kidnapped.
right?
They know exactly
I'm
what-
sorry,
Oh, she's
but
going
he
to
is,
prison
because
for a
what the
long
hell
time.
is he doing over here now?
She's going to
Go
prison
back to
for
your
a
neighbor's
long,
Proudfoot's house and
long
help them
time, folks. We
whatever
got
it
some
is that
more
you're doing
drone
with them.
footage,
Get out of here.
from
What are y'all doing
SF
over here?
Investigating, posting on
Gosh,
social media.
this guy's like a roach.
We'll put that up. Come on in, folks. Come on in. SF Investigate is out there on the scene too. So we got different, there's choppers up in the sky. Here's another perspective. Seems like this is the focus of the investigation. What happened to 7-month-old baby Emmanuel?
Can he though? That's what I'm saying. I can't believe when he kept saying his name. I'm like, wait a second, isn't that
Horrible
like the
situation.
PFs like pain in the ass that keeps showing up saying stuff is getting on everybody's nerves? I mean, you watch Fish Sticks interviews, Tammy. They're just
Investigators
as
really
bad.
want to
Fish
push
Sticks interviews are
everyone back away
horrible.
from the
The
house.
stuff he's saying is horrible. Like he's
Significant
trying,
distance.
to like
Safe to
duping
say
the
something
light
happened to this
constantly in
little
his.
baby on this property. The question is, how long ago, though? Question is,
Yeah.
how long ago?
Well, it reminds me of like J for Justice or like Critical K or people like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like whenever something
How long
stinks,
ago?
they're right there. You know what I mean? Some shit
Very
stinks,
sad,
you'll find them
you
right
know,
there
because
next to it.
A lot of people think the baby never even
Sorry, it's
arrived
just my opinion on them. Sure, they're great
to
people,
that
but
football event.
the shit stinks.
Here's some more footage from SF Investigates, the crime scene. As you can see, they got the blocked off there. A lot of spectators out there. Outside the scene.
Yeah, just for looks, pretty much.
Baby Emmanuel. What happened to baby Emmanuel?
Exactly.
What really happened? We know the end result, but what really happened?
I just shook that baby again. Because you don't see any pictures of the baby sitting up, smiling, playing, nothing. He's just laying there all the time. That's why I think he had shaken baby syndrome too. Emmanuel did, I think, when you look at the pictures of him. Because he's just laying there. He's not, really doing, he doesn't look like he's engaging. He doesn't look like he really has much of anything going on other than him just kind of looking at what's ever happening right in front of him.
The house of horrors.
Yeah, I want to be seen, yeah.
At this point, this is the house of horrors. Crazy.
Yeah, it looked like he had no motor function.
Sad.
It looks like he had no motor function at all. Like
Horrible.
almost like they didn't even like play with him. Like almost like they never did like a tummy time or things like that. So as I'm saying, I would be interested to know this child's medical history. Like if he had ever been to the doctor, how often this Emmanuel had been to the doctor, what was his like progress as far as his milestones, what did the doctors think of it, things like that. Because you look at that baby and you can very much see he's ill. He's not well. He looks like he has no motor skills. He looks like he's kind of just blank, So you do wonder, were they even taking the baby to the doctor for regular checkups? And if so, what did the doctor say about it?
When they got arrested, about a week. Build a case, get probable cause, get some statements, dig into the family. We've been digging into this family extensively. I mean, they're no good. Those two were no good. Jake, apparently they were doing all types of workers' comp fraud, claiming injuries at all these jobs. That's how they were milking the system and living. Jake would be working at a job, and then claim injuries, claim his old back, hips, face, neck, legs, arms, fingers, everything's hurt, everything's injured, and then collect a bunch of money and then jump to the next job.
Just scam artist.
Rebecca tried it herself, claiming she got injured at Lowe's on New Year's. Jake on felony.
See, I think she's just as bad as him.
Kids, most people.
They're just like the Proudfoot, both of them.
Because
just
Jake
as
should
bad.
have been in prison, and even with he got his suspended sentence, it lo and behold comes out that he only had to serve like 1 day incarcerated. The next, that like a cushy work release.
I agree.
The damage
Tammy.
that Jake Haro has done to that other child, literally brain damage, that other child, just horrible. He should have never even been out on the streets. He should have been incarcerated. A lot of people want to know. A lot of people are calling for an investigation on how, as Jake was out on felony probation, how he was allowed to be around other kids.
Just like how was Chris Proudfoot allowed to be around Sebastian
look at the law enforcement in the corner.
after he had charges in other states? I'm still curious about
they're
that.
Actually on the property too, watching. How was Jake even allowed to be around children at all while on felony probation?
Because it was his baby.
This day was coming,
yeah,
though.
that's
We knew
why,
it
but
was
that still
coming.
shouldn't matter. That's how he got around
knew
that.
this
He went
day
and had a
was
baby
coming.
with someone else.
And kudos to law enforcement out there too for taking this very, very seriously. They were giving updates, they were saying that they're going to get answers here. And I put out a tweet yesterday. I mean, I was starting to question if Emmanuel even existed, in a sense of like, there was reports that even the family of Rebecca didn't even know this child even was around. Like, what's going on here? Where was Emmanuel born? What hospital was he born? There's like no medical records of this.
Exactly.
Apparently, according to the grandmother, the baby didn't come out of the truck there at the football field because he wasn't vaccinated.
See, I don't think they even had ever taken that baby to doctors. They hadn't done anything with them because they knew that the doctors and everybody were going to find the abuse and the mistreatment and stuff like that. So that's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm glad he's bringing this up too now because I would love to see those medical records, or at least know what they had to say about it. And look at her, all busted up face. I can take it off the screen. I heard 2 black eyes. Because that's a black eye on the other side too. It's just healed more. So she has 2 black eyes. Yeah, I agree. I think that's why he had no motor skills. And you can look at the back of his hair too on this picture. You can see where he's on his back all the time and not even on his front side. So, yeah, that one on the other side, closest to the male, which I'm just going to say the right side because that's the side next to Jake. You can see that's a healing black eye. And then the other one, it's healing already, but she tried to make it sound like that was from when Emmanuel went missing at the Big Five. But that's too healed to be that fresh. But yeah, that baby, you can see, I agree. They probably left the baby at home all the time by himself. And that's why he doesn't seem to be able to hold his head up. He doesn't even look to see that he wants to hold his head up. And all the pictures, he looked like he's just content laying on his back because it's probably all that they probably ever did with him. Yeah, what a poor life for that poor baby. Poor baby.
We witnessed, we were here before the raid. We witnessed the raid happen. We were the only ones out here. We just pulled up and the raid happened. We had a Bobcat right behind us. We just parked. We weren't even live yet. We went live right as the Bobcat took that wooden fence down. Everybody, we all know the wooden fence, right?
Yes, I believe that too.
Comment.
That's probably
Hola,
hopefully that
Rebecca. ¿Qué
psychic
pasa?
Monica she did help. So maybe she gave some.
Are you gonna post the clip to your page? I am gonna try my best to do that. TikTok takes really long to download video and all that, but we will.
I'm gonna get my computer charger. I'll be right back.
Get it going though. Hello, sir. I know they're all looking.
We're just filming video. That's all.
Oh man.
They were guilty. Yep, Mindy, we all did, and unfortunately, that poor baby. We don't know any other information. We just had a San Bernardino County sheriff, I believe, like what is it, detective or something. He also.
Yeah, he was San Bernardino.
Yeah, he said.
He was the one that's been on the case.
Yeah, he said, unfortunately, not good news for the baby. That's all he could give us. That's all that was confirmed. We don't know anything else. We did witness Jake and Rebecca Haro get arrested.
Wow, man. That is, yeah, like we literally were here 2 minutes before, but man, did you see them all shake and do their handshakes and all that? Like, wait. They got Rebecca over here. I don't know if they're going to put her in one of the vehicles over here, but they pulled her out of the car. There she is, right there. There's Rebecca, guys.
That's it.
There's Rebecca. Oh, she's going to Ukaipa, guys. Oh, shit. There she goes. She's in the vehicle. They got her. She's arrested. Well, I mean, she has been arrested, but still.
Yes, the arrests are on the live, so those will be posted later on.
Eventually, we will. I have to download this whole deal, and it takes so long, but it's all good. We will get this up. What's going on? They raided the Haro house. Jake and Rebecca are in custody. Rebecca, that's why Ukaipa's here. Yep. Dude, they were just sleeping. They were just having a good time. Yeah, this is breaking for sure. This is breaking. If anything.
That's crazy if they were actually sleeping.
Somehow, no, I have to download it because we have it. Wow. Holy crap.
Just screen recorded. I can send to you. Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but get out of the car. Nah, we're good.
I'm kind of hoping later, Tammy, when they do more of like a.
Get out of the car for what though?
Like a.
I mean, what does that do?
And two, they
like a newscast or something. I'm hoping that they'll show the pictures of them being arrested.
We're literally in front of everything. Like, I don't know what else we can do to go in the house. No, I don't know.
What happened is
end the live, and restart. So it's at the end of the live. Oh, no, thank you though. We'll keep it going. Because I'll just download the whole file. Yep, they got them all.
I'm like in shock because this is like a movie.
You hold that.
This is like a movie.
Keep it down, but kind of keep it watching. Yep, they're pulling out. He's in that black van. Jake is in that black van.
Yeah, there has to be a better view as far as the news.
I forgot I didn't have it. Okay, we're clearing out, folks.
Oh,
we got them. They're in custody, folks.
It's just gonna be empty here.
Oh, everybody's gonna get over here and they're gonna be like, oh shit. Like they're all gonna wait and think that they're still in here if they didn't watch.
This was like a movie. It was
It's like
confirmed
a
to us
movie.
by San Bernardino County
You
Sheriff,
saying
one of the
that.
guys standing right here. He did come up to the window and talk to us.
Yeah.
It was confirmed by this man right here, talking to the neighbor.
Get the black van, because
I would think we'll probably get better views after, because they're supposed to, I would think, or hopefully they'll hold a news conference. I would imagine for, like, most for these kind of situations they do. So especially because it's such a high profile thing right now. So, but yeah, so let's see. I know. I was about to say, who is that in the background? This is like a movie. The way she keeps saying it. But yeah, so that is going to be the live stream so far that I have of them, getting arrested, and just kind of what information has been given out about it so far. So as far as I know, Rebecca and Jake Haro have been arrested for child endangerment and possible murder of Emmanuel Haro, their son. So that is kind of where they're standing at right now. I'm pretty sure they probably will do like a press conference a little bit later on it. They usually normally do, and hopefully we can kind of get a little bit of a better view and information as far as when the arrest actually happened, what the exact charges are. But my dad did drop in, and usually he'll kind of look those things up, and he did say he saw where it was child endangerment and murder were the charges. So yes, so I'm so glad it was a little bit, or I'm so sorry it was a little bit disorganized. Not glad it was. I was disorganized. So I had a lot going on this morning. And so once we got home, I saw where they were arrested. So I wanted to go ahead and try to stream that with y'all and see, what was happening with all y'all. So I want to thank y'all so much, though, for joining me for this stream. I do still have the live stream coming up this Sunday for Sebastian's case. So we're going to finish looking into Sebastian's case. And then I also do have Kyron Horman's chart. So we're starting on the second part of Kyron Horman's chart pretty soon, which is going to be going more into Terry Horman's chart, since she was the one that was last seen with him. And then that is kind of going to be where we leave it today. So if they do go ahead and do like a press conference for the arrest, we'll go ahead and stream that too a little bit later. But yes, it was great to have you here, Tammy, and everyone else for joining us. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to have y'all and watch the live stream arrest with y'all for Emmanuel Haro's parents. So hopefully, we get a little bit more information about that sooner as far as the charges and then what to expect going forward with this case. And on Sunday, I'm going to try to do 4 o'clock on Sunday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. If it's not at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, it more likely will be 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, but it will be between those. The link is already up, though. So it is in my community tab area if y'all are interested in joining us for Sebastian Rogers live stream this Sunday. And then also we'll go in a little bit to Kyron Horman's. So again, thank y'all so much, though, for joining me. And then don't forget to check out Tammy's page as well. She does a lot of stuff for the Summer Wells case. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to click over on her, subscribe, and you will get a lot of good information on the Summer Wells case and many more as she adds them. And again, I just want to thank y'all for being here. So I will chat with y'all again very, very soon. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.